My topic was invertebrates and soil decomposition, but I decided to base my lecture off of the role certain decomposers have in the process of soil decomposition. So to start off, decomposers break down dead organic material to water, carbon dioxide, minerals, and other simple chemicals which can again be consumed by green plants. This dead organic material occurs in form of leaf litter or dead plant, dead wood, animal carcasses, and feces. The decomposer community plays an essential role in maintaining the high productivity of the earth. They overall regulate the flow of energy and nutrients within an ecosystem. A decomposer is an organism, especially a soil bacterium, fungus, or invertebrate. I am solely focusing this lecture on the invertebrate decomposers and relating their function to soil decomposition. So there are four primary examples of invertebrate decomposers that I will discuss. The first is worms, the second is fly larvae, also known as maggots, the third is millipedes, and the fourth is the sow bug, also known as wood lice. So to start off, earthworms are vastly important to the structure of soil. They create deep burrows in the soil so that oxygen and water can enter and carbon dioxide can leave. They also play a very important role in soil decomposition. Decomposition releases nutrients locked up in dead plants and animals and makes them available for use by living plants. Earthworms aid by eating organic matter and breaking it down into smaller pieces, allowing bacteria and fungi, which are the other two important decomposers, to feed on it and release the nutrients. They also help by acting as nature's plow, as Charles Darwin would say. They are responsible for mixing the soil layers with the organic matter. In turn, the fertility of the soil is improved because the organic matter is dispersed and the nutrients in the soil become available to the bacteria, fungi, and plants. So secondly, fly larvae, which is commonly known as the maggot, is a decomposer that is important to soil decomposition. Maggots are the larvae of the fly. The term maggot commonly refers to the fly larvae that lives on rotting flesh or tissue debris of animals and plants. Therefore, a large group of maggots would feed on animal carcass and dead plant matter, which is part of the organic matter in the soil. Maggots aid by feeding on them and breaking them down into smaller substances. Maggots are vital as they are one of the only efficient decomposers of such large organic matter that covers the earth. A decomposer that is very similar to the earthworm when it comes to soil decomposition is the millipede. A millipede is an invertebrate with an elongated body with many segments, each segment containing 2 pairs of legs. They help in soil decomposition as they eat dead plant matter, which is the essential part of the organic matter used to create nutrients for plants. A similar species is the centipede, which is differing from a millipede only because each body segment only has 1 pair of legs for them. A centipede does not directly assist soil decomposition, as it is not an invertebrate decomposer, but I thought it would be interesting to mention because it does feed on other invertebrates, which keeps the decomposer populations balanced. In the end, the number of decomposers in a population needs to stay balanced in order for soil decomposition to properly work. Therefore, centipedes can coexist with other decomposers. So, finally, sow bugs, which are also known as wood lice, are also very vital in soil decomposition. Sow bugs and pill bugs are very similar in external features and oftentimes roll up into balls when they are touched. After all of the other organic matter, such as dead plant, animal carcass, and feces, have been decomposed of by other types of decomposers, this invertebrate will feed upon all woody materials that were not yet decomposed. This is the last of the organic matter that needs to be decomposed in order to create proper nutrients for the plants to absorb. So decomposition is termed as a biological process that includes the physical breakdown and biochemical transformation of complex organic molecules of dead material into simpler organic and inorganic molecules. Most decomposition processes take place in and on the forest floor, since most organic matter accumulates there. Soil decomposition is important in that it increases the fertility of the soil, making crops and plants grow healthily. It is also important because our earth would be covered in layers of dead plant matter, animal carcass, woody materials, and feces if it were not a process. Without decomposition, plants would not get enough nutrients to thrive. Extreme amounts of carbon dioxide would be trapped inside the soil with no water or oxygen being entered. Finally, soil decomposition is one of the many important processes on the earth that helps many plants and organisms thrive daily. Decomposers are a major key in this process. Earthworms, millipedes, sow-bugs, maggots, and many more help decompose larger organic molecules into smaller compounds, and as a result helps oxygen and water enter the soil and helps carbon dioxide out of the soil, giving off the proper nutrients for the plants surrounding it. We have this process to thank as it keeps the earth happy and healthy.